Welcome to the Deep Dive. We've had a ton of requests to dig deeper into what celebrities are up to these days and what they're building outside of their day job, so to speak, what motivates them. So we dove into Forbes' best celebrity interviews of 2023, and let me tell you, there's some seriously inspiring stuff in there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to see how these folks are using their fame as a launch pad for new passions and businesses.
For sure.
And, they're building businesses that really reflect their values. It's not just about slapping their name on a product anymore.
Right, right.
They're deeply involved, and you can see that in the interviews.
Exactly. Okay, so first up, Bad Bunny. I mean, the guy's already a music superstar, but he's going way beyond that.
He really is. He's been very strategic about expanding into different areas.
Yeah.
Sports, fashion, and even supporting local businesses back home in Puerto Rico. What's interesting about Bad Bunny is his focus on collaboration and keeping things authentic. He's not just going for the biggest paycheck, he's choosing projects that align with his personal brand and his values.
Yeah, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. Right. I mean, the article mentioned he gave away like $300,000
Yeah.
to support Latinx entrepreneurs.
That's right, $300,000 to support up-and-coming Latinx entrepreneurs. It really shows you how he's committed to giving back and creating opportunities for others.
Yeah,
And it's something we see a lot with these successful individuals, this desire to use their platform and resources to uplift others.
totally. Okay, shifting gears a little bit here to Kendall Jenner. Her tequila brand, 818, has been making waves,
It has.
and she really sees it as a way to redefine herself beyond modeling.
It's interesting, isn't it? You see this a lot in these interviews.
Yeah.
This desire to move beyond what they're initially known for and really explore their potential. In Jenner's case, building a quality product, even in a market that's already saturated with tequila brands, speaks volumes about her commitment to this venture.
Okay, so speaking of crowded markets, Michael Bublé has a whiskey brand. I had no idea.
He does, yeah.
That-
Fraser and Thompson. It's named after rivers from his childhood back in British Columbia.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's what's so cool about these celebrity businesses. They often weave in these personal stories and passions. It's not just some random product. It's an extension of who they are, a way to share a piece of themselves with the world.
Absolutely, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, this one really surprised me. Pharrell Williams, like, seriously investing in Black and Hispanic entrepreneurs. He gave out over $3 million this year alone.
It's incredible, right? It speaks to this movement we're seeing, particularly amongst younger generations of successful people, using their wealth and their influence to drive social change and address systemic inequalities. It's not just about their personal success anymore. It's about creating a more equitable future for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Halsey, they're another one who's been shaking things up. Apparently, they were super frustrated with the lack of options for stage makeup, so what do?
Right.
They created their own makeup line, About Face.
Exactly. And again, it's this idea of seeing a problem, a gap in the market, and then using their unique perspective to come up with a solution. And it's clearly resonating with people with About Face pulling in $50 million in revenue last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't talk about navigating the spotlight without mentioning Dylan Mulvaney, right?
Right.
Dealing with the public eye, especially after all the controversy with that Bud Light thing, can't be easy.
Definitely not. But what I find fascinating about Dylan Mulvaney is their resilience and focus on their own path, regardless of what others may say, and their agent's advice to don't react, respond. I think that's a powerful message for everyone, really.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we all have choices in how we handle challenges and define our own version of success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such great advice. Don't react, respond.
Yeah.
I love that. And speaking of great advice, Catherine O'Hara, the iconic Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek, she had some amazing advice in her interview, too.
She did.
She talked about how comparing yourself to other people, it can be so, detrimental.
Absolutely. It's so easy to get caught up in those highlight reels that we see on social media and forget that even these celebrities that seem to have it all,
Yeah.
they're still human ends. They're dealing with their own insecurities and they make mistakes and face challenges just like everyone else does.
Totally. And it kind of brings us back to this whole theme that we've been seeing throughout all these interviews, right?
Right.
This desire to, do more than just achieve personal success.
Exactly. It's about using whatever platform you have to uplift others, to create opportunities for people to give back in a meaningful way.
Yeah. So I guess the big question is, what does all this mean for the person listening to this right now?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that it's never too late to explore new things, new passions,
Yeah,
to take risks, to kind of redefine yourself. And it's not always about, making millions of dollars, although
yeah.
that's certainly a nice perk for some people. But it's about finding what really fulfills you
Mm.
and using your unique talents and experiences to make some kind of positive impact on the world.
Absolutely. And, as you're out there exploring your own ventures, don't forget what Catherine O'Hara said
Right.
about, focusing on your own journey.
Yes. Your own journey, not on comparisons.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be deep diving into your story.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Until next time, keep on learning, keep on growing, and keep diving deep. That would be so cool to feature one of our listeners someday. So from all these interviews, is there anything that really sticks out to you?
It's really that drive to create something bigger than themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond just the fame and the fortune, whether it's Bad Bunny supporting his community or Kendall Jenner stepping outside of her comfort zone or Halsey, solving a problem for performers.
Right.
It's just inspiring to see these celebrities using their platform to make a real difference.
Yeah, and what's so cool is that their journeys are all totally different.
Yeah.
Like, there's no magic formula for success. And I think that's actually really encouraging for anyone listening
It is.
who maybe feels a little lost or uncertain about their own path.
Absolutely. Like Michael Bublé said in his interview, you can't manufacture passion.
Yeah,
It has to come from a genuine place, and that authenticity is what connects with people.
totally. So as we wrap up our deep dive into celebrity side hustles,
Yeah.
what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from all of this?
I think it's don't be afraid to go after those passions, those crazy ideas you have.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that keep you up at night. You just never know where they might lead.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll create the next big thing, or maybe you'll just find a new way to express yourself and connect with people.
Yeah,
But it's about the journey, not just the end result.
that's so true. And remember, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle.
Right.
You're writing your own story, and that's what makes it unique.
Couldn't agree more.
Right.
So keep learning, keep growing. And hey, you never know. Maybe we'll be featuring you in a future episode.
Until then, happy hustling, everyone.